I went back to the garage sale and I found this. There is so many paperweights today. I've never seen so many in the Goodwill here, $24.99. The dolphin is also $24.99. Let's see how much the whales are. 25 bucks. 15 for the egg. I saw these bowls on an end cap, and normally that pattern would be a bolo if it was the plates. They had these priced up at $5.99, and that is what they sell for, between $5 and $7. My daughter and I hit up the Goodwill because they had that 50% off sign. She was looking for a fanny pack. We were already in Marshall's and didn't find what she wanted, and they were asking around $20 or more for similar looking fanny packs. So she found this one and it was $3.99, so we've been half off of that. And then I found this one and she was like, oh, I really like that one. She goes, I actually like them both. She made sure that all the zippers work and that she can adjust them. Her and her husband are taking a trip to Iceland. They are finally going on their honeymoon. They delayed their honeymoon and now they're heading out. And so she wanted a fanny pack for their trip. All of her videos of Iceland will be up on her channel, Green Bee Explorer. So make sure to check out her channel. I also got an item for myself. I saw this in the Goodwill weeks and weeks ago, and I didn't get it. And then I told myself, well, if it's still there and it's 50% off day, I'm going to get it. It was marked at $5.99, so I got that for $3. Well, actually $2.99. I am so happy with it. It's all made with pine cones. I think it's commercially made. It's not a handmade item, but I just love it. I've been looking for something to hang on my door, and I think that's perfect as we roll into fall here. I found a garage sale kind of late on a Thursday, and they had some stuff set out on tables, they had some in the garage, they had a whole bunch of stuff in bins, but they were like, hey, you know, it's been kind of drizzling on and off. Come back tomorrow where we'll have everything set out on the table. But I did see this teapot there, and I thought that is really pretty. I like the floral design on it. It is way dirty. It needs to be cleaned up. I picked it up because it says Pier 1 Imports on it. It's called Lida, L-Y-D-A, or Lida maybe. And the guy goes, $1. I'm like, okay, gotta love that at garage sales, right? So much better than thrift store prices. I'm expecting to get somewhere in that $15 to $20 range for the teapot. I went back to the garage sale and I found this Harley Davidson t-shirt. He said he just freshly washed it too. I did pick up a couple of items for myself. I can't wait to get this listed. These are usually good sellers. He charged me $1 for it. It says it's from 2010, so not quite vintage, but I like that it has a pink logo on it. Of course, now that I'm back home, I am ready to do some more live sales. I'm going to quickly list up a lot of my small items. You would have saw all of these recently. I just got them out of that little plastic bag. I want to get these in because I want to do a smalls and miniature themed live sale. I'm going to add in 2 more items, this small planter and this metal vintage shoehorn. Since I've come back from South Carolina, I wanted to run a live sale, and I set one up for the morning. And before I could even run my live sale. I sold this out of the buy it now. Is a brass duck. Let me bring that over to the table and I'll show you the other two items that also sold during that live sale. I did a Happy Labor Day Smalls Vintage Variety live sale. These are all my items. As you can see, they're all the smalls, figurines, ornaments, trinket boxes, the miniatures I still have. I added in the rest of my lusterware items. I have a little bit of animals, napkin rings, and then in the background I still have my linens and my hot mats and some of the dolls. So I sold the brass duck, which is so funny because look how huge it looks. It doesn't look that big when you have normal size items there. And then let me grab the other two items. Okay, so it is this very old Depression era Federal glass. It's called the Madrid pattern. It's a berry bowl. It's yellow. They come in different colors. It's hard to see it right away, but it does have a chip right there. So I put this up for $2 because of that chip. Otherwise, I would have asked for more. This sold for $11. I got that at a garage sale. I got this at a garage sale. And this was in a box of ornaments, so I don't have any cost into this. It's the Nativity. It's definitely vintage, plastic. It's an ornament. Made in Hong Kong. You can barely see that back there, but that's what that says. My total cost of goods on the 3 items was $4 and I sold them for $14. My friends and I wanted to do an activity together for the Labor Day weekend, so we went and had brunch at Mudgie's. And then we did the Riverwalk in downtown Detroit because we were heading to the Jazz Festival. If you want to know more about that, go to my second channel, Starts with Coffee Adventures. Being that it's the holiday weekend, 3-day weekend for most people, I wanted to run a lot of live sales. I'm down here in my basement annex because I have to grab this item because it's sold out of the buy it now on knickknacks. And then up here, and ironically, is right on top, I sold this ornament. Let me get them upstairs along with all my other solds. I also sold these 2 items. Let me see if I can get them out one-handed here. I'll bring them over to tell you all about these along with the other solds. I have one more item to grab and it's down under here. Let me put this with the other pieces. I have them all gathered up now. I sold a total of 14 items. The first thing to sell was this out of the buy it now. New in box. It's the Lennox Holiday Candle Lamp. You put a little tea light in there. So this will be easy to ship. It's already pre-packaged. I just need to put this in a box along with anything else the buyer might have bought from me. This sold for $22. I'm still selling linens and hot mats, as you can see from my linen show. I have the leftovers and I'm just slowly selling those off. I sold this for $4. I sold the Homco mice for $4. And the little Cupid doll for $7. This was bought out of the buy it now. It's a pottery piece. studio art. It's a little trinket dish or bowl or whatever you want to use it for. Sold that for $8. The hot mat, hand crocheted hot mat, sold for $3. I have these ornaments, these single ornaments up in my buy it now for like $1. And people have been buying them. They're adding to their boxes. So this one that has all the turtles and fish from Nassau sold for $1. These sold. I am still selling so many napkin rings. I had a whole bunch, and then I of course bought more. So I'm so happy that these are on their way to a new home. They're just made out of resin, but they're perfect decor. You don't have to use them as napkin rings. I did have 3 of them, and I dropped one and broke it. I'm glad that 2 are on its way out the door to a new home. Those sold for $5. There was a little bit of a bidding war on the owl here. Look at those eyes. That sold for $10. Isn't this owl so adorable? It's one of those Target birds. I just love the plaid hat on it. I will always pick these up. They sell for me right away. That sold for $10. And then this is a little pottery piece, hand painted on there. It's Cornish Hill pottery out of Wolfboro, New Hampshire, dated 2008. That sold for $3. The little flowers back there sold for $5. The owl, the crystal owl, sold for $6. And then the koala sold for $10. And those were some of my minis. I've been trying to incorporate my minis or miniatures. I kind of called this my fall smalls Labor Day, live sale, something like that. And as you can see, I even sold Christmas. 2 Christmas items, actually. All in on the 14 items that sold during my live sale, I paid $23.68. Some of these are yard sale finds, thrift store finds. This was actually found by my daughter. So yes, paid $23.68 and sold them for $73. So I sometimes put some of my smalls in this drawer here, and I actually sold something that's back here. Let me carefully get that out and take it over to tell you more about it. But before I tell you about the little plate, let me grab this plate and we'll talk about this item, the little plate, and 2 more items that I sold. Here are the other 2 items that I sold, but let's talk about this one first. This is a Longaberger piece of pottery. It's the underplate. There would be a little small like planter that would go on top of that. And I'm debating about how am I going to sell this? How am I going to sell it? Well, I listed it up on Whatnot. I had it in my live sales when I was doing live sales over there. And then I just put it in the Buy It Now. And it's been sitting in the Buy It Now for a long time. Like maybe more than a year for sure. I haven't done a live sale over there for more than a year. It's going to be coming up on 2 years soon. Anyways, I sold this for $2. I don't know if I have any cost into this. I don't even remember where I got it. I have no idea. But anyways, I sold that for $2. And then I got a sale on Etsy. Isn't this beautiful? This is that hand-painted plate. These beautiful flowers on it. This is one of these MZ plates made in Austria. It's Moritz And I always butcher the last name. It's like Zendauer or something. I can never pronounce it. I will put the name on the bottom of the screen here. These are definitely a bolo, and you're going to want to pick them up, especially if they're in really good condition. This has no chips or cracks. It's just so pretty and so much detail. Most people just put them up as M.Z. plates, Austria. That's all they list them up as, and they sell really well. I just happen to sell this one on Etsy. I paid $4 for the plate, and I was running a 25% off sale in my Etsy shop for Labor Day weekend, and I sold this for $21. I sold these two items on a live sale this morning. Another piece of my linen is gone. I think I only have like one crochet doily left and a couple of hot mats that are left out of that whole. I mean, I had so many pieces for that linens and crocheted items show that I was doing. I did a whole bunch of lives with that. I'm surprised this didn't sell, but it sold today. This sold for $15. It is a table run. It's like 36 inches by 12 inches. So pretty with the flowers on it. And then this is a shoehorn. Vintage. It's got some patina on it, hand painted. It's cast iron. I got this at a garage sale. My total cost of goods on these two items was $8, and I sold them for $23. Altogether, on all of my items that I've sold so far on this Labor Day weekend, it is Monday. Monday's not over yet. I have sold 21 items. I am so beyond the moon and back because that is the most amount of items I think I have ever sold in a weekend. I think. As a part-time reseller, I'm still excited.